any sort of video game console, you obviously want more games in your collection, unless you're a kid's mom or something. However, unless you resort to other methods, you need to pay a lot of money for games. However, here are a few methods you could do to get as many games as possible for the least amount of money. Alright, let's hop into it. Now, the first thing you can do is already well known, but there's surprisingly a lot of people who buy games and don't know about this. When you buy a physical game, you can redeem for gold points, and those gold points can buy anything on the eShop. You get 5% of what you paid for, so if you buy a $60 game, you get 300 gold points, which is roughly $3. However, this only applies to games that have released in the past year. However, there was some games that I think most of you have that released in the past year, such as Mario & Luigi Brothership, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and thankfully all digital games will also give you gold points. Now, you'll usually never have enough gold points to get a fully fledged $60 game, but thankfully the eShop has a great deals section. Now, most of you will probably use this section and think the games on there are bad and cheap for a reason. However, if you scroll for like 5 minutes, you'll find some incredible deals. Like for example, the Ninjago Movie video game is usually a $50 game, but it was on sale for $250. That is the steal of a century, especially when you can get it for free using gold points. I recommend getting the Lego games. They're really fun and they go on sale a lot. However, there are even more deals you could find here. One time I found Super Meat Boy for $6 and Cuphead for $5. If you combine these two things together, you can make your purchases count and get a lot of free games. The second thing is the art of patience. Now, I know waiting a year or two for a game to drop in price is extremely annoying depending on how bad you want it, but seriously, some games can go way down when people stop buying them. For example, Sonic Origins was $40 at launch, but 2 years later at one point it was on sale for only $11. This happens a lot with third-party games, and it is a great way to get them for cheap. However, after all this, you might think that you always need to pay full price for Nintendo first-party games, but actually not. Nintendo frequently puts these games on sale. Around the holidays, they put them at around 33% off, which is another great time to take advantage of. So in total, for both of these methods, you should check the sales tab a lot. Now, the third option is also just buying free games, which is probably a disappointing answer to some of you. However, there are actually a lot of good free games. Tetris 99 or Fall Guys or things like that are some very fun games, and you could spend a lot of time playing that. Now, if I said I like playing Tetris 99 and Fortnite, most people would say that they can tell my age, but it is really nice that you can spend hours playing these games without a dime. Unless you use microtransactions, but most people won't probably do that. Now, there is a fourth method, but most people won't do it because they're wusses or they literally can't do it, which is emulation. Now, most people will avoid saying to pirate games because of Nintendo, but I'm a small channel. If you strike me down as a small channel, then that's a bad look for you. If you have a high-end computer, you can easily play so many Switch games using emulators like Ryujinx or Yuzu. It is very fun, especially when you pair up a Switch controller, so it feels like the real deal. However, this does take up a lot of storage. Now, another thing you do is mod your Switch, but I have never done this and currently I wouldn't recommend it. You can get banned from Nintendo's online servers if you do this. I would recommend you do this after the Switch 2 releases, and then you could transfer all your games and sign out of your Nintendo account on your old Switch. However, it is really cool that you can get a whole bunch of new emulators and use flashcards. In total, I think there's a ton of ways to get Switch games without having to cough up too much money. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the short video, and if you want to support my channel, please subscribe. It would help out a ton. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!